Marcus Aurelius, the emperor of Rome, held absolute power over the known world. Yet every morning he began with a ruthless analysis of his own soul. His wisdom lay in recognizing exactly which inner barrier prevented his will from flowing freely and creatively toward virtue. Today we perform this ancient ritual of self-discovery so you can face your primary enemy head-on and reclaim your strength. Before you are four symbols: the hourglass, the torch, the coin, and the pitcher of water. Make your choice right now to join the rare few who choose the path of conscious growth and intentional living. The hourglass. If you chose the hourglass, it speaks of your incredible power of observation and a profound drive for constant self-improvement. You possess a rare gift for seeing the connection between events and extracting lessons where others see only coincidence. Yet, this very ability becomes your trap, turning you into a perpetual hostage of time. You look back too often, dissecting past mistakes, or peer too far ahead, trying to calculate every possible step of your future. In this endless pursuit of yesterday and tomorrow, you completely lose the only moment in which you actually live, your present. Seneca warned that while we wait for life, life passes us by. And that is exactly what is happening to your spirit right now. Your wisdom and potential are immense, but they are paralyzed by your refusal to simply be in the current second. You build grandiose plans in your mind, but the fear that time will slip away robs you of the resolve to take the first real step. The Stoics taught that only the present moment is within our power, while everything else is but an illusion and drifting smoke. Your hidden strength will only be unlocked when you stop watching the falling sand and start acting with conviction. You are capable of great deeds if you learn to concentrate all the energy of your mind on what is directly in front of you. Understand that the future is created not by plans, but by the quality of your thoughts and actions today. Stop fearing that time will not be enough, for to one who lives in the moment, time is always sufficient. Your attention is currency, and you spend it too generously on the ghosts of the past and the shadows of the future. Become the master of your now, and you will see how the paralysis of waiting is replaced by a powerful flow of creation. Your analytical mind is a double-edged sword that can either carve a path or build a prison for your soul. Do not let the weight of yesterday's failures anchor your feet to the ground while the world moves forward. Do not let the fog of tomorrow's uncertainty cloud your vision of today's duty. The Stoic sage knows that a life well lived is nothing more than a collection of well-lived moments. You have the intellect to conquer empires, but you must first conquer the urge to delay your existence. Break the glass of your expectations and breathe in the reality of the immediate task at hand. Your power is found in your presence. The torch. Your choice of the torch reveals a person possessed by a colossal inner energy and ambitions that could ignite entire cities. You possess a cold, piercing mind and a rare ability to stay calm while the world around you descends into total chaos. Inside you burns an unquenchable fire to reach the summits of success and reshape reality according to your own high standards. However, this brilliant light casts a long, dark shadow, your ego and a pride that is slowly becoming your primary source of paralysis. You often find yourself feeling superior to those around you, and this internal pedestal silently isolates you from the rest of the world. Your pride blinds you to alternative truths and makes you deaf to the wise counsel that comes from the people around you. The Stoics reminded us that we are all limbs of a single body, and to despise the perspective of others is to go against nature itself. You are so focused on the radiance of your own eye that you fail to notice when your energy turns into a destructive, isolating force. Paralysis sets in when you refuse to acknowledge your weaknesses, viewing them as beneath your perceived greatness. This makes you fragile. Any blow to your self-esteem can knock you off course and halt your progress for a long time. The true strength of a Stoic lies in humility before the facts and a willingness to learn even from one's enemies. Your flame should illuminate the path for others as well as yourself. without blinding you with the glare of your own vanity. The world is trying to help you grow even stronger by offering different perspectives, but you push them away to protect your fragile authority. Begin to view advice as a tool to polish your character rather than a threat to your social status. Your ambition is a divine gift if directed toward virtue, rather than feeding an endless cycle of self-importance. Once you learn to dim the fire of your pride to hear the whisper of truth, your productivity will multiply tenfold. You will become invincible only when your ego stops dictating the terms of your engagement with reality. The coin. The choice of the coin points to your exceptional intellect, your calculated nature, and a rare skill for finding structure where others see only a mess. You are a person of strategy who values order and logic, always striving to ensure that every step you take is justified and yields a result. Your intelligence and professionalism could make you a leader in any field, but you are currently paralyzed by a deep internal contradiction. You constantly downplay your true significance and worth, falling deep into the trap of imposter syndrome. Despite possessing the knowledge of an expert and the experience of a master, you still feel unprepared to take decisive action. This not enough paralysis forces you to endlessly accumulate new knowledge that you never actually dare to apply in the real world. You judge yourself by external standards, forgetting that the Stoics considered inner virtue to be the only true measure of wealth. Your tendency to plan everything down to the smallest detail has become a clever way to avoid real risk and the responsibility that comes with success. You are afraid of making a bad bet in life, yet the most expensive loss you are suffering is your current inaction. Your importance as a human being does not depend on how many degrees or validations you receive from the crowd. Marcus Aurelius would advise you to look inside yourself, where a spring of goodness is ready to flow if you only stop burying it under your doubts. The world is waiting for your contribution, but you stand at the threshold, counting your minor flaws instead of using your massive strengths. Your calculation should be focused on how much good you can do today, not on how to shield yourself from an imaginary failure. You already have everything necessary to make your mark and start playing the game on a grand scale. Stop being the accountant of your fears and start being the investor of your own courage. Your true value is immeasurable, and it will only begin to grow once you allow yourself to be imperfect while remaining in motion. Remember that even the most valuable coin is worthless if it simply sits in a wallet and never participates in the circulation of life. The pitcher of water. If your attention was drawn to the pitcher of water, it signifies that you possess an incredible flexibility and a natural talent for adapting to any life storm. You are the kind of person who can find common ground with anyone and survive in the harshest circumstances while maintaining an outward appearance of calm. Your empathy and your skill at flowing around sharp corners make you an irreplaceable partner and friend, but this very softness is often the root of your stagnation. Your paralysis stems from a lack of a firm internal core and a tendency to dissolve into the desires and circumstances of others. You have become so accustomed to taking the shape of whatever vessel life places you in that you have completely forgotten what shape you actually want for yourself. The Stoics taught the concept of the inner citadel, a place within the soul that remains unshakable, even if the entire world around it is crumbling. You, however, allow external winds to change the direction of your current, which makes your life feel more like drifting than conscious sailing. Instead of holding your ground and forcing circumstances to bend to your will, you submissively follow the path of least resistance. This deprives you of the chance to reach truly great goals that require hardness, refusal, and struggle. You fear conflict and certainty because they impose the obligation to stand your ground until the end. Your flexibility has turned into a lack of form that prevents you from building anything lasting or significant. Resilience is not just the ability to endure, it is the ability to say no to everything that does not align with your highest values. Begin to find your own density by setting boundaries that no one is permitted to cross. Your task is to stop waiting for life to fill your pitcher with meaning and start defining its purpose and flavor yourself. Water can be soft, but it is also capable of carving through stone if it is directed in a powerful and precise stream. Reclaim your right to be the creator of your own form, rather than just a reflection of the expectations of others. Your true strength lies in remaining faithful to yourself, even when the world demands that you become someone else. Become the one who sets the tone and creates the conditions, and your life will finally find the depth and scale you have always dreamed of. The final insight: by reaching the end of this journey, you have already proven that you belong to the rare 1% of people who can withstand the silence. In a world drowning in digital noise and constant distraction, you chose to step back and listen to the truth about your own soul. Most people are too afraid of what they might find in the stillness, but you have the courage to look your inner barriers in the eye. This ability to choose self-discovery over mindless scrolling is the mark of a true modern Stoic. To continue this path of mastering your mind and uncovering the hidden layers of your potential, subscribe to our channel.